Deborah, I got a chair back here if you want to come sit back here.
Yes.
We want to, what I'm going to basically do is just like when I did the pencil sketch. I'm just going to start painting, okay? Now, I've already got everything all worked out, okay? And what we're talking about with the pencil sketch is we started with this picture here. I don't know how much of this is on the screen. Okay, all of it's on the screen. This was our original picture. We decided to do a little bit of imagineering on it, and we cut it down to here, okay? And so that helped us to wind up with this picture right here. And then after we looked at this picture and decided that that was the basic shape, then we came in and we did a preliminary black and white study. Now, we went from...
Dad, we don't have your monument here.
How's that?
We
Oh,
can't hear you.
oh, okay. Thank you, Helen. So what we're going to do, we're now going to go to the watercolor study, and what I'd like to do is get the same intensity of looseness with the watercolor as I got in the pencil sketch. So here goes nothing. Okay, first thing I want to do is I want to start with that ultramarine blue. I'm using my basic palette again for that. Wait, that's the wrong one right there. Okay. I'll put a little bit of alizarin crimson in it and a little bit of brown to just tone it down slightly. Okay. Just about right. Maybe a little more blue in it. Now the first thing I want to do is, I know all of this top section up here is going to be in shadow. It isn't going to be like it might be in the photograph. So the first thing I'm going to do, actually, why fool around? I'm going to come in and I'm going to do all of it. I already know what I want it to be. See, so we're going to just bring it on down like this and actually carry this all the way over and maybe fade it a little bit, not make it quite so definite as we get over there. Okay, now we're going to bring this on down here. Kind of outline our foliage. And then we want to come in and just real quickly identify all of this. Just by the way we put this middle tone in here like this. Now I kind of did something on the sketch that was accidental and I like it, so I'm going to continue it. And that is, as I got over to a certain point there, look at how that just starts to begin to come alive already. What's it look like on the screen?
It looks really good.
Okay. I'm going to clean my brush completely and soften these edges, and I'm going to let this all fade almost into solid white. See, because I'm trying to carry my eye over to this corner so that we can just come back around and go down the steps when we get through with that. Okay, we've got that part in there. Now we have another value that's very similar that I'm going to continue over here. We're going to continue. Let's make sure I'm on the right thing for the steps, because I'm not sure that I am. Yeah, okay, this is right. Now we'll just make it right. So we're just going to bring this on down like this. Okay, and immediately this is beginning to fill this in very nicely. But what I want to make sure that I do now, I want to just drag this on down and get all of this out of the way. I don't want anything here competing with what I've got up here. So I'm going to let it all fade up here like that. Okay, and then I'm just going to bring this over, lose it, make it a little bit more definite, and let it be a little bit suggestive as we go along with it here. Now, I noticed something. I'm going to leave the steps pretty well solid, but I noticed something, and we're going to do a little something here that maybe gives us a little bit different feeling on these steps. We're going to come across some of these areas like this, and I'll just go ahead, and we're just going to kind of give that effect.
That's cool.
Okay, and then we're going to do, thank you. I think it's going to work real good. You see how I noticed that texture, and I thought it just looked really good, and then having that brown in, I think, puts another dimension to it. So we're going to come on across like this, and then I noticed that as we come around here, it begins to curve. So we're going to start picking up some of these other shapes like this, and then just suggesting it, we're going to come around here. It's just a little something different that we can I love the way all this converges.
Mhm.
It's just so interesting. And then this, and then maybe down here, and maybe a little bit here, but then I'm to a point now where I really want this to start being covered with the foliage. Now, I want to make sure I don't take too much of this out, but I like this so much that I'm still going to come and just leave a lot more white in it, and just kind of start suggesting this as I go up, so we can carry the same thought all the way through to the top of the picture like that. Okay, that look all right?
Wow.
And
What
I
a
think that's
nice
going to fly.
technique.
Yeah, that's working
That's
really
very
good.
nice.
But look, notice again, look at how these abstract shapes are really beginning to take place. See, now I'm at a point that I don't have to be as scared.
Ooh,
Okay.
I'm scared.
So I got the hardest part behind me. So what I want to do now is I want to start getting some of these middle tone leaves. So what we're going to do is we're going to take our green, we'll put a little bit of yellow in there. They're almost going to be fine just exactly like they are. Maybe put a tiny bit of burnt sienna just to tone it down a little bit. Okay, now I'm going to start. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come in down here. I'm going to set the tone in a sense that I don't want these leaves to be any lighter than what I've got right here. So this is going to be, so I'm going to just come in and we're just going to go for it. And notice you skip and you see different patterns and what, again, we're just doing a study. We don't really need to fuss. And then I want to make sure this comes all the way around here and covers this up. Now, I'm just going to take off like a scalded dog in this area. Exactly.
Scalded
What I
dog
was
is a
thinking.
good move.
The old scalded dog technique.
That's right.
So we're going to come around like this and like this. Okay, now let's go to the green and the yellow. And come on up here. Now we're going to do the same thing. So I might drop to my round brush now, because what I would like to do, I would like to kind of, I'm not worried about copying this thing literally, but I love some of the shapes of these leaves. See, so I'm going to kind of come that, like, then I'll let them come back down and fade in with this. And then we'll come up, and then I never noticed this before, and I'm going to utilize it. We have this one stalk that's coming all the way up. And I might make it a little thicker than I have it on that one. But then I'm going to come back and kind of highlight those leaves coming up like that. And I think that'll work very nicely. Okay, now as we come up here, I'm going to let some of this blend in for now. And I'll just show some more. And again, it doesn't really, none of it really matters. You just get in there and do it. Fill space up and get the kind of thing you're trying to get and hope it works out for the best. Okay. Now we're going to come around like this. I know this is going to be a little confusing up here. It's going to kind of run together.
Well, it's okay. It's not the center of interest.
Yeah,
How's that?
and it
It's
looks,
not the center of interest, doesn't it?
It sure does, yeah.
Look at it on the TV.
Yeah, it looks good.
Okay, great.
That's fine.
Right, and see, I didn't really want any of this to be too light, and since I made that wall darker, I want this to be darker up here, you see? So, okay, now I want to go with that green and that burnt sienna and the blue. And if I get real serious, okay, I'm even going to put a little bit of my black in here like this.
Whoa.
Okay, because see,
Man,
now
you know he's serious.
I want this, and look at how, oh, I see you got a palmetto back here, see? So we're going to just look at how all of a sudden it gives me a chance to get a little bit different shape.
Or else the shadow of the palmetto.
Yeah, or the shadow, but
No, it's a
whatever.
palmetto.
It just gives me a little bit more
That's a
interesting
single
pattern,
Yeah,
see?
I was just about to say that.
But it's got those palm fronds sticking out
I
there.
didn't know there's a
Got
palmetto.
that- those what, John?
Sago palm.
Palm fronds.
Yeah. Palmettos is ones that grow in the swamp.
I never knew you knew about all that kind of stuff like that.
And they will take over.
Look at him
Pom poms
Yeah,
were things you had at
pom-poms on
football games, man, I didn't realize.
No, that's a pom pom.
Oh, okay. And as I come down here, we're going to come in like this. Now see, I'm just creating these, right?
I'm so amazed that you can do
Well, thank you. I appreciate it. I'm so amazed that I can do it
Those
too.
voices are beginning to come.
They're
Yeah.
taking over.
Yeah, and see what I'm trying to do,
As long as
remember, it's this roundness coming around here that I'm trying to get in it,
He's lost
see?
control of his hand.
Yeah, you can see, man, watch, it's gonna start vibrating in this room in a
Oh,
minute.
gee.
And when he
That's
starts
right.
painting with his eyes closed, we'll know.
That's exactly right. What do you mean, paint when I start? Okay, see, now,
Come over here, we can see, hon?
Come on over here, Nicholas.
Oh, yeah, you
He
can
wants to
see
go
him.
eat.
Oh, are you
oh,
hungry?
man,
Are you
and
hungry?
miss the demo?
Oh,
I can't
man.
believe it, man. All right, now, I'm gonna leave that for just a second, because see, again, I don't wanna fuss over it.
But you see what you're doing, you're reinforcing that curve.
I appreciate that. It looks like it needs it. Okay, now, next thing I want to do, would you just grab me a quick bowl of water, another
Yeah.
bowl of water? All right, I want to come back up here,
It's a middle tone one.
okay, and now see, now that I've got all of this working for me here, I want to come in, and I know up at the top, I may be doing this a little prematurely, but all right, it'll be all right, it'll work. I want to come back in, and in between here now,
Wait.
I want to get these,
Your head's in the camera.
Uh-oh.
thank you.
There you go.
It's hard enough to get ahead in this world, okay? Now that should have come here, I think. Yeah, but that's all right. Maybe come up right here. Now see, this is where you really get pure abstract. Okay, and then I'm gonna do this, and then I'm gonna do some of this over here like this. I want to establish this this kind of wall at the top. But then the rest of it, I'm gonna do just like I was doing a pencil. I'm just gonna blend it over together, and all together, and you figure out what it is. Okay, and then over here we had another little deal like this.
So that they're showing the camera.
You see, right? Oh, okay. Is it working?
Move it down,
It's
move it
cutting it off.
Okay.
There you go.
Okay. Well, I got to bring it. But you see, notice again, I'm reducing all of this to abstract shapes. Thank you very much. Okay, now I'm waiting. I'm just gonna kind of let all of this dry a little bit more up there, and I'll go back in and I'll put the detail in, because I didn't like. I just want to. Well, I'll put some of it in right here. I want a major line, like where the blue and the brown is, and a little bit of black. It's something about to be said for working this thing where you're working against the clock, because I'll tell you what, it doesn't leave you. You have to make your decisions. You just have to do it. Okay, now coming down here, I'm going to have one straight, definite line, just like I did on my pencil study. I don't have to understand it. I don't have to do anything with it. Okay, and then I might have that a little bit lighter, like it is there, and just come across here and wash some of this, and let it be whatever you want it to be. See, because that's the key. You just don't want to fuss up here. And now, I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. This may be way too, no, this is going to be right. This should have been the line here. That'll work out good. Because I don't want to fuss too much with it to start with. So I just need something that's going to do that. All right. Now,
Nice.
Doesn't it?
That looks
Did
like
that pop it
columns
out?
sitting up there.
It looks
It's
like
just
what?
It looks like columns.
Well, that's what it is.
fantastic.
Yeah, I
Now,
know,
see, I never
but
even thought about that,
I saw what
Deb.
he did.
But honestly, we've talked about this before. I've gotten in this zone mostly through Thursday night demos like this, and I could relate to with what Wyeth was saying, because this is what we really do. This is what I do, rather, when I get in here and we got a lot of time and we're just cutting up, I'm completely, and the nice thing about it, I used to have people in here that made fun of me a lot. They don't do it anymore.
Oh, yeah, they graduated.
And that was,
Yeah, we got rid of
They
that.
wait
We
to
got
get
rid of
ready.
them, man. We ain't
yeah,
worried
but it
about
used to be so embarrassing,
that. Yeah, that is embarrassing.
Wow. You've got
It's
to
a-
turn around
I'm
and
glad I
look. You're
am
just
part
not
of
even going to
that.
believe it.
Oh, Lord,
I
look
told
at
you you've
that.
got two
Thank
holes
you.
sticking out there.
Okay,
It's
now,
amazing.
now we've got, let's get that green again, because we're going to finish this by 10 o'clock. I'm just about
Oh, yeah,
done
you
with it
got
right now.
15 minutes, I don't know why not.
Oh,
Because,
my
see-
goodness.
Time to start another one.
Yeah, really.
And now, see, what I love about doing this way is, see, I love this. You think that, you see what y'all
Yeah.
said about
Oh,
the
that's
columns?
enough,
I didn't
yeah.
even think about it. I'm just letting it happen, and
That's
it's
okay.
happening.
That was
It happened.
Uh,
Boy,
Now-
did it happen.
I'm gonna come in. I'm gonna come back here, and I'm gonna get this. I'm gonna get a. Find out what I did with my green. Okay, let's see what this is. Now I'm just gonna come in, and I'm gonna paint some of these lighter leaves that I lost. You see, and that's the wonderful thing about coming back in and just doing those things like that opaquely.
You're using gouache.
I'm using, well, I don't know what I'm using. I have it mixed in there. You know, when you use watercolor like gouache, Sarah, it becomes gouache to me anyhow. So let's, for all practical purposes, say I'm using. Now, see, I've lost a little bit of it here, so I'll come back like this. Now, as I get towards the bottom, I particularly want to lose a lot of this. So this is a good thing to do, because remember, the whole object I have here, and y'all were right about how this is doing what it's supposed to do on that. The whole thing that I want to happen is when I put my flowers in, I want those flowers to stand out. And I can work the rest of it in any way I want to. Now, before I go any further, I kind of like what somebody said about the patterns on those steps. Okay, I was really picking up something there that I really like. Now, I don't want to overdo it. Okay, but I think I'm going to come in and I'm going to get a little bit of that brown. And I think I'm going to just, you notice that to me that was an important part of the design element in this painting, was to get those steps in there with that effect on it. And kind of fade it as it goes over like this. So look at that. Now see, it just gives it that little bit of extra punch that I don't have in the black and white, because you couldn't see it that clearly. And I don't want to overdo it, and I don't want to lose the white up there, but I think we needed this little something or another down here to really reinforce what's happening with the steps and so forth. So we're going to do this, and I like it fading like this down into here. Now look at that. Now see, that just takes a lot of the roughness out of it. Next thing I want to do is I'm going to take my number 8 brush. I'm going to take my burnt sienna and take a little bit of black, which I don't know whether this is or not. Yeah. Okay, now let's see if we can first of all just voila, put our railing in. No fuss, just do it. Railing number 1, railing number 2. Now, we're going to come down like this, and we're just going to suggest it.
Oh, look at that.
You see? Just kind of notice I'm keeping a perspective of the rails. As you got up into here, what I like about this, and I'm really going to pull it out, is you notice how it just becomes one line. You see, and I love that part of it. Okay, then we're going to come back up here, and these are all silhouetted, and they're more straight now, so we're going to come back down like this. And actually, I gotta make sure I include that in there. I almost forgot it. And then see, again, we're going to just let the railing all start running together. Now look at how all of that worked out.
Yeah.
That is nice.
Okay,
Good.
now I know that
A lot of ornate ironwork on that.
That's
See,
some
y'all
really
agree?
good
Yours is
iron
too.
work.
and see, I'm going to lose this a little bit more. This is too.
About 2 hours to do that.
See down here, and
Yeah,
I may be
figure
doing this
out
too soon.
how to do it.
But no, I'm not. I'm just going to leave it. And then I might
Steps, that's incredible.
just come in. Thank you, sir.
Oh, that's nice.
And I might take me a little bit of that white and some of this now. And now I don't want to fuss with this a whole lot, but I think if you can just come in and pull that white area out on the end. Look at that. Look at that. How that gives. And then same thing on the railing. Without really giving it, without fussing too much. Okay, now this I know should have been straight, so got to correct that. Okay, now see, I think this is okay back here. That's the way I'm going to leave it. Now let's come in. I'm going to take me a little bit of the burnt sienna, and let's take a little bit of the white. And I know I need something kind of lighter coming out here initially. And let's see if it's gonna be, where it doesn't stand out, I'll just come back and darken it, see? Now here's where I'm wanting to give it the thrust of things coming out here. Now see, I never even noticed. I gotta watch. See, this is what Wyeth was talking about. You look at something, and then all of a sudden you're penetrating it, and it's just grabbing you. And I may not try to show the fan, but I'm gonna do a little something here where I've got this, I've got the particular effect that I want, you see. Now, I feel like, see, a lot of this is kind of run together up here. I feel that as a last thing before I do the finishing stuff on it, I can come in here now and I need to put some lighter leaves before I put my light flowers in. Because I feel like that it's, it's probably pretty close to my pencil study and it would work like it is, but I just have a feeling it needs a little bit more. Thank you very much.
I don't like dirty water.
Thank you. Let's put a little white in here.
Yeah, he's
Okay.
I
going
hate to
on
tell you, he's
tub
gonna mess it
number
up.
3.
Yeah.
He's about that water like he is those pastels. He'll break those pastels, he'll mess that water up.
Okay, now see, now look at this. We're just going to reverse our patterns now, see. We'll give it a little bit more continuity down here. And then see where this is a little confusing,
Cover it up.
I'll just put some lighter color in it, see. And like here, I might lighten some of this up a little bit. What you want to do is you want to get a flow. You don't want hard edges. You want to let it just go from one thing to another. And I didn't mean to grab that yellow, but since I did, let's see what it looks like. And I like it.
That's
Okay.
nice. Oh, that's
Actually, it
perfect.
gives you
It
yet
really
another
is.
tone that.
And you see, again, I don't want to lose my basic kind of up here. I don't want to lose my basic effect on here. And I don't want to put too much detail. Now, see, against this darker area, I think I can live with this lighter foliage.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
Wow.
Sure.
Well, thank you, man. Yeah, make sure you get that seat every time, yes, son. Okay. Now, I think we're pretty close to maybe coming in and putting
It's
some
like the
It
white.
looks like
Sunlight's
real foliage. It just is.
Looks like the sunlight's hitting that one little tall piece. It's amazing.
Now, see, I'm just wondering, do I go with the crimson white, or do I go with or do I mix it half and half?
No,
Mix it.
I go with
I think I like, huh?
bright.
Do what?
I go bright.
I do too, Joe. Let's go with the bright red.
All right.
No fear, man.
I have
No
no fear.
hesitation. I got the sharpshooter on it, and I'm fixing to put it in there, and the voices are talking to me.
That's right. Voices here.
All at one time, man.
Do it in red.
No, they were just saying it's 5 to 10 to me a minute ago.
Y'all not listening to the same voice.
Yeah, different voice.
See, we kind of only thing, see, it
The
turns
voices
it,
talk to you, you don't pay attention to them.
turns it pink. So let's put a little bit more of that in. All right, just for the heck of it.
Yeah, it's gonna show.
Oh, it'll show okay, but I want to go just,
There you are,
I
get
think
more
using
white in it.
both of them might work.
Yeah, that's it.
I do too.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like this better now.
Oh, I like that. Oh, it looks so much better on the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because see, again, that's what I was telling you about value.
Value,
You
value.
listen to Helen?
What's that?
Helen's
Uh-huh.
going.
Man, I needed that, Helen.
Wow.
Let's hear it, Joe.
Mm-mm.
You just
can't lose with the stuff we use.
All right, man. Got my little cheering committee there.
Mm-hmm.
That is something.
Now you don't know.
Okay, I want to go home
No.
and paint this thing.
One
That's right.
flower at a time.
Ooh, that's
Wow.
wonderful.
It's like eye
It
candy.
is incredible.
It really.
That's
that is
eye
That's it.
candy.
Well, see, I can't even
I
see it.
think
I mean,
you
I'm
were
not just
in
saying
the
that.
zone.
Is it past your
What's-
approval?
What's the matter with it? I don't know what else
My
you
new
do.
master watercolorist. I really mean it, man. I
Yeah,
tell you
I
what,
know.
that boy,
I don't know what else
I'm
you
gonna have
do.
to-
I say break out the paper. Let's
I'm
all
gonna have
stay
to
and
find a
paint
place
that right
for
now.
that boy closer to the front of the room.
Oh,
Yes,
don't do
it's
that.
nice.
That is something.
So let's just put the whammy on it now and see what it's gonna look like on that screen.
Okay, we
Y'all think you think those
will
flowers?
copy.
Should I, the flowers okay, or should I
Yeah,
have?
the flowers
Ours
are
don't
fine.
mess with
If
the
you
flowers.
tone them down anymore, the value of them is gonna get.
Well, see, this is what I'm worried. I don't
Yeah,
wanna mix the color up.
Yeah. but but we need, I think you need that value.
Right now, the value is.
Okay, I
Well,
appreciate
look,
it.
turn around, Larry, and look at the
It
TV.
is so, that is something.
Man, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna take you all's word for it
Oh, I wish you would.
It's fine.
because,
Yes,
Yeah, look there, that.
well, man, I tell you what. When
My
your pediatrician
My
comes in and
pediatrician
says it's all right,
fine, it's
It's
okay.
okay, huh?
You can bank
The
on it.
knee
Joe,
is
did you
cured.
get your fix? Are you
Yeah.
cured? Are you
Yeah.
I'm cured.
I think I did a little longer and narrower than it, but.
Wow.
And you know,
That's pretty.
I think one of the most important things.
Right.
Well, see, this is what I didn't say a lot of. You know, we're talking about that S movement going around. That's what I love. Is I love this and I love this and I love this. I love the way all of that's
Oh,
carrying you
triple
on.
C.
Yeah,
That is unreal.
uh-huh.
That's the old triple C composition.
Very
Whatever.
harmonious.
Well, I certainly enjoyed it. I think we ought to.
That railing.
Me too. I don't know what
Well,
he got time to do another one.
Now, I think what I'm gonna do is, and thank y'all because, man, I tell you what, I hate to see Joe looking like that, man. I
Yeah,
had to-
boy.
Well, he looks
had
a
to-
lot better.
That lack of demo was,
Like a demo.
yeah, that's
the
bad.
lack of demo anemia, Joe.
Oh,
You wanna
that's the
remember
worst
it
kind of
correctly
anemia.
now if you're gonna say it.
Yeah. Don't buy it back.
No, I know. But I gotta get a little bit more uneven stuff. There you go.
Oh,
To
Larry,
carry.
it's so good.
Y'all are very kind.
So good, thank you so much.
I appreciate it. Well, I think I'm gonna go with what y'all said. You know what I think I did? I didn't think that this thing was this narrow, but maybe it is. You know, it doesn't really matter.
Yeah, it is. I believe
It's
it
pretty
is.
narrow. It's narrower than,
It probably is, Joe.
yeah, it's very pretty.
The illustration board, huh? Okay.
But with everything.
Oh, that's just your masonite. This is watercolor paper that you taped on.
Oh.
Yeah.
Where are you gonna sign?
Nick, bring it back now, here, bud.
He just wants to show Mama.
No, I told him take it home
Nice.
because I just want to do the last minute little touch up on it if we need to. And I don't like to rush it. Enjoyed it, my man.
Let's go eat.
Hey, thank y'all for waiting here.
Enjoyed it.
Hey, Julie, good to see you. You did great here.
That young man, stomach thinks his throat's cut. He's hungry.
All right, we're gonna just look at this on the TV one more time.
Don't worry about that. Yeah, you bat that off when you mat it in. Don't worry about it. That's not.
No, you carry that because I don't want to.
Let's go see what that looks like out there now.
See y'all next week. I hope to make it 3 in a row.
Man, that's my man. I knew you